And I'm like, there was one time when I literally gave up on the city name in the middle of them, and one of my students was like, that was the funniest thing ever. I'm like, that's Egypt. It's about that was it. Just keep it. Good luck. I wish you luck. Song right here. Oh, really? Oh my gosh. It's like 3 minutes behind. Let's just test right now. Testing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. When the mics are different, you gotta put them to different levels, dude. Yeah. Alright, so we did that at 9.5 minutes. I'll wait 2.5 minutes to hear it. It's so loud that you can't even hear us, really. The music, it's that bad? The music is that loud. Should I mute the arena sound? That's a waste. Once there's no music, it's gonna be fine, I guess. Should be. We'll figure it out. We'll be fine. I heard myself counting, but the music was what? It looks like it's in body language. At first glance, they do. I'm not gonna lie, Kean got the energy there. The whole time he was. The whole time.
so hard to say.
It says roll your arm. It says in the middle of the phonetic spelling. Roll your arm. Should I say that as part of the name? Alonzo Saeed said roll your arm. It's all that. What are you doing? It's a phonetic spelling. Leah Manko. Kylie Oler.
Did you see on that? They just put dashes in between her names for the semester.
I mean, I don't know why there's that. Where's the breakout? What's the shortened version? Is Alondra the first name or is it Alondra? What's it?
It's Alondra.
This song's fire. I never heard this song before. Did this not just play?
I thought it did.
I don't know. I don't know what the first and last. Last 2 games are last.
That's what it is?
And we're on Mercado is the last. That's what on the statistics. You know how I have to the comments?
Oh, yeah.
First and last? Danielle Kean, Aubrey Adams, Ella Stan, Allison Kolpalewski,
I can't wait till basketball season.
I'm just ready to get back in a packed building.
I barely got to call any basketball games last year. And then, like, I think I did 3 games. The third one I did was with Kean.
So you didn't even do it?
Yeah,
you only did 2.
exactly. I did 2.5.
I only did 2 games my freshman year. I did one Wednesday and one Wednesday, and that was it. All the radio I did something.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you have clips from high school?
Yeah, I had stuff I did from high school. Thankfully. Otherwise, I wouldn't know what I would have done.
Yeah, I think I used most of my clips from high school.
Did you do stuff for your high school? Like did your high school have a thing?
Yeah, so I got asked to do it my junior year. I started my junior year with basketball,
Welcome to the Panzer
and I
Athletic
only
Center
started
for
color at
tonight's
first.
NCAA Division III
Then
and New Jersey Athletic
I only
Conference
did
women's volleyball matchup.
all.
Which is the
Second
Kean
base
Cougars.
I got to.
And
I was like the first one at my school to actually like expand to other games. Like I did soccer games, hockey games too.
Oh, that's awesome. I want to do hockey.
A little bit because there's so many line changes. And once you get to the third period and you know the names, it's like it flows so nicely with each other.
I gotta get the bad ones out of the way so I can.
I had a great call in the hockey game I did because
The freshman outside hitter from
the game
Woodbridge,
to
New Jersey,
win
number
the
9,
short
Ashton
conference.
Rock.
And
A senior center for McHenry,
They got a
Illinois,
goal
number
with
13,
0
Aston
seconds
O'Brien.
left.
A senior
Tom's River
middle
did
left
against
center,
Lacey, and it was
Alaska, number 18,
That's my
Aubrey
first
Adams.
time to know hockey. Like,
Junior
shout out to
outside
Tom's
hitter for
River.
Michael,
Really.
New Jersey, number 22, Victoria Latino. A senior outside hitter for Sickville, New Jersey, number 23, Allison Kovalevsky. A junior middle hitter from Elizabeth, New Jersey, number 24, Kaylee Elena Morrison. And that libero, a senior from Hartland, Wisconsin, number 10, Madeline Noha. The game is coached by Don Perkins, assisted by Heather Lorenzo, Trevor and now, here's the starting lineup for your Red Hawks. A freshman center from Snohomish, Washington, number 3, Lucy Cornelius. A sophomore outside hitter, defensive specialist from Sewell, New Jersey, number 4, Bree Bautista. A sophomore middle blocker from Lansdowne, Pennsylvania, number 8, Brianna Craig.
And like, I
A
can't
senior
correct
middle
it in
blocker
the
from
middle.
Cherry Hill, New
But I
Jersey,
try
number
to say,
14,
like,
Lily Thomas.
I have a libero.
A sophomore outside hitter from Parker, Colorado, number 16,
He
Amber
doesn't know
Hughes.
for sure why we
A
have to
junior
look it
middle
up.
outside hitter from Clark, New Jersey, number 33, Sophia
That's just
Nicole.
how Randall rolls.
Matt Lavero, senior from Little Lake, Florida, number 6, Anna Hatcher. Rockers is coached by Marsuski, assisted by Megan Carpenter, Rebecca Matasker, Lily Sanzor, and Kate Monahan. Fans, at this time, you can see please rise if able and remove your hats as we honor America with the way our national anthem.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's have some fun. Hello, and welcome. Athletic Center. We are on campus of Montclair State University in Pennsylvania. The other edition is on the left. I was hoping I would love to see a 7-win streak. I remember this evening. It feels like a matchup that's been cooking now for a couple of weeks. Got big time movement either way.
Absolutely. Kean right now is sitting in a very pretty position. That 1 seed right above Rowan. With a win here today, they lock in that number 1 seed and they will host any NCAA tournament game that they play in. Montclair, we know that this is such a great season. 24-4 but right now, with losses to Rowan and William Anderson setting their NJAC record at 5-2, they sit in third. So if they are to win this game, the best that they can move up to is second. But if they lose this game, they can move all the way down to fifth and possibly not play at home in the entirety of the NJAC tournament.
Absolutely right. On one hand, a first round bye and a much needed break in the first round of quarterfinal of the NJAC Conference tournament. Take place next week. Hopefully to get us underway here to win the regular season title, if not victorious.
Victoria Latino there on the field, very strong, and this Kean team, we saw them in one match. court have some silly errors right now. Yeah, and when you have the momentum, you can dance as much as you want because momentum builds, especially in NJAC play, and you can just go on a roll that really cannot be stopped. Something that Montclair needs to get just get in the game a little bit. Just get your headspace out of the errors you made early and play some Montclair volleyball.
This is Trosco on the show. Brianna Craig after that just pays the winning horse, and that's going to be a matchup all day long.
Especially early in matches, but it's about how they bounce back in, especially against this Kean team and how dominant they are.
Junior from Elizabeth, two-time All-NJAC first team, and 22 kills in match with Montclair State last year. Defended nicely. After a good day himself. Again, and dug out by Valencia.
Good volley there, Montclair State. Hatcher, nice dig there to keep with it. And then her teammates in her finish it off there. Baptista gets Kean to kind of miscommunicate and get a couple miss hits. So Montclair trying to find a groove here.
Outside hitter that is taken New Jersey Athletic Conference by storm. New jacking kills. Anytime rookie of the week this season. Coming in off a little bit of a rocky match. Negative hitting percentage for the first time all season. There's a service ace right there. Austin O'Brien.
Miscommunication there between Hatcher and you, so they're going to have to clean up the errors.
Left-handed swing. Austin O'Brien.
Already 2 errors for the Redhawks in this match so far compared to 3-0. So Montclair really needs to play a much cleaner game, especially with how good of a team Sometimes you gotta be lucky than good. It looks like Thomas mishit that one, but fell right in the perfect spot. insane topspin on it, and it just kind of drove at the last second. And he had some heat on it too. But Montclair, the fact that Muse was able to do this, really. Let it go. And the team leads in 8 here in the first set. Volleyball match, regular season finale for these two teams. Clean it up right now. Making a lot of mistakes, and Coach Lewinsky can't be too happy about that. Kean has been the one to capitalize on their mistakes. Miscommunication between the two players. By Coach Lewinsky. This is his 15th season here at Montclair State. 678 career wins. Do it all, run it all. One-time NCAA champion. Let's get back to that stage. In here. So let's once again go over the implications during this match. So NCAA regular season finale. If Kean wins, there will be the regular season NCAA champions. On the flip side, Montclair State, should they come out and win, first of all, Rowan will be the regular season champion and the number 1 seed in the upcoming conference tournament. That's next week. But Montclair State end themselves the first round bye. They'll have to lose, and they could potentially end up as low as 5 and not hosting the quarterfinal, heading on the road. See both sides. So just get rid of them. We have 4 shots. Really been a presence as a man, and when you're 6'2", it's hard not to be a presence. Montclair State and Kean. The Cougars. I mentioned it a little while ago, we're having some technical difficulties, but the freshman Kean well on her way toward a potential NCAA Rookie of the Year award. Having her way early here with the Red Hawks. Cougars have a first half lead. 15-14. Montclair been able to come back a little bit in this first set. We saw Kean with the early momentum, but now with Muse at the helm doing the serving, kind of got Montclair back to their senses. Lead in this first set. Like you said, front runner for NCAA Rookie of the Year this year, and she's been no shy of that in this match so far. Keeps it alive. So strong from Tarak. After on the return attempt, he's able to dig it out, but it's just going way too far. And Tarak, such a strong arm. We saw it on the serve before, and now on the kill, it's nearly impossible to return anything from her. Couple of substitutions from Montclair State. Late in this first set. Something that can't happen when Newhouse really comes in for the serve specifically, so an error there. Coach Lewinsky's not going to let that 4 errors come out for the Red Hawks on the game. With a soft touch. Second and final timeout of this first set, and like you said, the net battle team's just dominating all around. Montclair has 9 kills, Kean has 10, along with 2 blocks right now. But you can just feel the presence of Kean at the net, and especially with Morrison and Tarak. Morrison standing at 6'2" right at the net, and then Tarak 5'10". Morrison really the blocking type as he goes up and she's able to prevent it. But Tarak, just her power at the net, the way she's able to just get those kills with such strength and authority and give the opposing team, no matter who it is, and we've seen Montclair in this one, no chance really to get a return off. It's just absolute dominance from the Cougars.
And a 2015 first set lead here for the Kean Cougars. And the Montclair State once again using their final timeout of the set. Kean had some big boppers there on that front line.
Cougars an early lead. And keep it alive. Jersey, Alaska, making the trip, but he's been a factor so far, and you can see it now for the Cougars. I mean, on it, so on it. And then the captain on it too, just kind of. With the timeout. All right, so with the timeout, we can sort of calm down and reset here. We can add some technical. 21-19, Kean over Montclair State. Late first set, the NJAC regular season finale last night. We have a flying week on the weekend. Next week. Talk about some of the implications, Tyler. We can have some big time news this match. Yeah, we can. And so we're going to start on the Kean side right now. They're sitting in that first seed. To win this match, they will win the NJAC outright as the first seed for the NJAC tournament, which means they will host any game that they play in the NJAC tournament and have a first round. If they lose, they could drop as well as the 3 seed, depending on the Rowan game. If Rowan loses, they will move back up to 2. But if Rowan is to win, now, on the player side, they're sitting in the 3rd seed. If they're to beat Kean, they will move up to the 2nd seed. But if they lose, they could be as low as the 5th seed, depending on how the other games turn out. And there's a list of adventures that we will get into if it is to happen. Equalize. Dicey a bit toward the middle. The set taken 25-20 to Cougars. That one back towards Montclair. Got a little bit back towards the end. Well, that set, but Kean able to keep those out. That first set victory, so they go up 1-0. But Montclair, a lot of errors so far. So they're going to have to clean those up. Those are going to be crucial for them. A lot of miscommunication. So it seems like the Kean fans have called it traveling well, and it almost feels like this is a Kean home game right now. The way the crowd is and the energy is, Montclair seems down on their side. Meanwhile, Kean dancing around and everything there. Loud right now. It sounds like they're barking like dogs. So Kean has a lot of momentum. This hasn't turned off, so it can't be this. I just don't understand it will be. We're in bad shape here.
Yeah, no.
Oh, now trying to see what happens if I mute. So I have this muted. I have the board muted right now, but we still get levels. We're still getting levels. Everything looks fine with the setup, right?
I don't think anything else changed.
Yeah.
It's not that I know.
Yeah. Should I use this?
No, try and use it now, because I think I got it.
Oh, you got it?
Just see how it sounds, and then just flip over to the camera.
Yeah. Timeout here at Panzer Athletic Center. In between sets, Montclair State versus Kean. Kean taking the first set 25-20. 1-0 lead for them. As we move on now toward the second. Big implications on the line with NJAC standings. Kean, 1-0 set lead. They're looking to win the NJAC regular season. They would do that with a win. Good to get on top early. Make something happen on their way to a #1 seed on the road.
Yeah, I mean, first set victory, Montclair, we've seen them get a lot of first set victories, and they've only lost in two matches so far this year. They have lost the first set, and in those two matches, they are 0-2. So Montclair struggles once they lose the first set, and this second set is crucial because if Montclair is able to win this second set, that knocks it up at 1 set apiece. It feels like a 0-0 ball game again, but if they lose this second set, they go down 2-0. So that is going to be crucial for them. They need to get back in this second set right here, right now.
They begin the second. Cameron Muse getting involved early, and that's a great sight to see.
Yeah, Muse is going to have to be huge here in this match. She hasn't really made much of a difference here at 4 kills so far to her name, but 3 errors, which have been crucial.
As Brianna Craig gets a point now. Montclair State looking to stand tall at the net now.
Montclair trying to inflict Kean's own medicine on him. Go with the little sneaky hits and try to put him in disarray a little bit.
So 2-0 Montclair State, but no longer Kean. 2-1 now.
Cougars able to get one back there. Just Cornelius not able to handle it, kind of mishit it a little bit.
Annabelle Valencia serving for Kean. And once again, sorry for any earlier technical difficulties.
had trouble getting on the airwaves. Kean outlasting Montclair State, as you saw in set number 1. And there's a swing and a point with the Redhawks, now up 3-1.
Tarak not able to handle that one. Very rare, as she is usually on fire and has been this game. But DeProfio able to get her with her own medicine a little bit, fire it right into the feet of her, and she just mishit it.
As Aspen O'Brien plays it to the far side, the swing a little long for Allison Kovalevsky.
Montclair getting out to a hot start this second set, and that's exactly what they need, especially with Casey Traska in serving for them now. She is one of their top servers.
And Traska unable to dig it out. You're absolutely right, though. 38 on the year coming into today for Traska. But good job by Kean to weather the storm. They get a point and the service back on their side. Traska swings from the back line. Is it in? It is not. Cougars get the point. You see the bench in celebration.
Yeah, those celebrations are fun to see, you know. Just kind of getting into the game and having fun. I mean, that's what sports are really all about.
Cameron Muse. Point Redhawks. I believe deflected at the net. And 5-3 now starting to get her more and more involved as this game progresses. And a 6th kill for MSU, but how about Ashley Tarak? Big time swing.
That is just difficult to stop right there. Tarak, so strong, and you have a split second to react to that, and almost it looked like Hatcher made a business decision there just to step out of the way of that one.
Ashley Tarak taking the NJAC by storm in her rookie season, and that time blocked by Lucy Cornelius. Freshman on freshman crime.
That one, Cornelius getting up and showing the height. 5'8", Lucy Cornelius is. And I mean, in that John Jay that me and Justin Randell were on the call for, she had a couple blocks herself. Maybe she's trying to channel her inner Lily Thomas and Brianna Craig.
Cornelius, 4th on the team in blocks, despite everything else that she does defensively and as the setter. Point to Kean there in a 6-5 second set. Redhawks looking just a little bit more comfortable defensively, at least early on in the set. See if they can remain that way. Bryn Batista from the near side, and they say out. So point Cougars.
Seems like Batista has been a little quiet so far this game. Second on the team in kills, has 5 so far this evening. But you really expect her to have more of an influence on this team, and it seems like Kean has kind of taken her out of the picture.
Aubrey Adams there, easily able to knock it down. Aspen O'Brien doing a heck of a job right now in the service game. That left-handed swing. Batista knocked into the air and right over here. Point Redhawks.
CJ, you got to use the hands to get those.
Been a couple of different situations over here. I think today more than any other match. We're getting tons of action. Now 7-7. It was a Cornelius serve. And a nice dig. Ball hits the roof. With a couple of Kean players colliding, it's the Batista touch that ends up getting the point for Montclair State.
Yeah, it looked like on the return from Hatcher, that one went straight up and hit one of the piping. Came down in a hurry, but it looked like Batista was able to handle it and then get it to one of her teammates.
Line drive serve off the hand of Cornelius. They fire to the back line with Tarak, and just a bit long.
Montclair trying to find more of a groove now. 9-7 advantage in this set, but they want to break it open. I mean, if you're Montclair, you start to feel comfortable once it's at double digits around. You never want to count out this Kean team.
Tarak, it's blocked at first.
O'Brien sets it far side. Once again, tip. That time Latino trying to get it over. Sophia DeProfio for Montclair State. That one's handled by Kovalevsky. Tarak, it's blocked. Batista got the hand on it.
Batista feeling herself right now, getting more into this game, and that's what Montclair needs. And a timeout now by Don Perkins. A smart timeout there in his 17th season by the Kean head coach. But Montclair finding their groove in this second set. And finally, you're starting to see a little motion with this team. You got some smiles on the faces. You got some screaming, some yelling going. And it's kind of the momentum that Kean had in that first set where they were all dancing around. Montclair, they are not the dancing type. They are all business. But you're starting to see them play more loose in this second set.
And a lot of times, you know things are going well even when there are points against them, this Red Hawk team has smiles on their faces, and that's what we've seen here in this second set. Tyler, we talked about it a little bit in the pregame. Apparently didn't go out over the air, but Kean had a ton of energy in pregame warm-ups. We've seen the bench celebrations all in unison, and right now needing to talk it over and sort of channel that focus back together. You mentioned that Don Perkins in his 17th season going to call a timeout, over 300 career wins. And a two-time NJAC champ. It's a Kean team that will return to the NJAC tournament for their 14th consecutive year. Well coached. And right now looking to talk it over. A chance tonight to raise the banner with this Montclair State team trying to hold their ground.
Yeah, Montclair trying to improve their position. Kean's trying to stay in the spot that they have been all season, first in the NJAC. Let's see if they can do it. Montclair just trying to play a little spoiler here.
Cornelius serves out of the timeout. Infraction toward the net. Lily Thomas is on the ground, and point is to Montclair State. Must have been up the middle, right at that net line.
Little awkward whistle there. It looked like both teams were confused, but line judge going to call it in favor of the Redhawks.
DeProfio gets first swing, but fires long, and Kean hitting the point.
A little too long there from DeProfio. She's had a couple errors so far this game. She needs to settle in and just play her style right now.
Tarak. Serve that Montclair could handle. Now into a rally. Kovalevsky has it dug out by Hatcher. Muse just has to tap it over. Now near side, that's blocked. Latino tried it, couldn't tell if it was Batista or another member of that Montclair State blockade. But now 12-8. Service error to follow that up.
Another silly mistake that Montclair can't have. That's their fourth error of this second set. That's 10 total on the match so far.
Montclair controls from their side, but that's a big time block. Kaylee Elena Morrison once again.
Yeah, and we see in this second set so far, Montclair got the bulk of their points when Morrison was on the bench, but when she's in, it seems like she's an unstoppable force. She's just a brick wall up there with all the blocks that she's getting.
Morrison leads the NJAC in blocks by a wide margin. Last 2 years, all NJAC first team. She fires and just a little bit too much on it. Oh no, but to be overturned and point to the Cougars. Saw that flag go up. Morrison will take it. An All-American honorable mention in 2023. Somebody who's won both an Offensive Player of the Week and a Defensive Player of the Week in the NJAC this season. Both sides of the net. And both sides of her game very polished. Cornelius sets for Muse. That one looked easy.
It looks almost effortless from Muse. I mean, that's really what she needs to do, and that's what she did all her freshman season and in the beginning of the season this year, even coming into NJAC play, and she's been a force to be reckoned with And a nice serve there from Bryn Batista. So Montclair taking advantage now, up 15-11 in this set.
So Kean goes right back to Morrison, and that's a recipe for success.
And like you said, offensive and defensive player of the week winner, and she's shown the defensive side now, showing the offensive side too.
O'Brien sets it. It was the libero to play it back for Kean. Madeline Dohan, and it eventually ends up with a point for Kean.
Tarak there on the other side, nearly going horizontal along the net, able to get the point there for the Cougars.
Kovalevsky will serve with Kean trailing by a deuce. Morrison, soft touch that time. Good effort from Hatcher, but it's going to be a block. I believe Aspen O'Brien, the setter, getting a hand on it.
Yeah, that one, just a nice play overall. I think Batista might have just hit that one right into the net, but that was a great dig there by Hatcher to keep that play alive.
Craig was on the move as she got that one over the net. Goes for it once again. It was blocked by Tarak. Muse over the blockade of Cougars. Morrison the finish and the flex.
Coach Stawinski going to use a timeout now. Kean, a lot of momentum. 4 straight points for him now as they have knotted this second set back up at 15.
And they'll go to the huddle. Last time they were there, this thing kind of flipped around in the second set. Montclair State, the momentum, that has been completely halted now, and Kean knots up set number 2. Kaylee Elena Morrison playing a big part.
It's kind of been a match of runs so far. We saw Montclair, when it was knotted up at 7, they got 4 straight points up to 11. Then it kind of went back and forth for a little bit until Montclair got another 3 straight points to go up 15-11. Now Kean, 4 straight points for them, and this set knotted up at 15. And as you said, really from all the help of Kaylee Elena Morrison, she has just been such a presence there at the net, and standing at 6'2", like we mentioned before when there were technical difficulties. When you're standing at 6'2", if you're not making a difference, something is wrong. But Elena Morrison, her stature right at the net, like I said, it's a brick wall, and she can get up there, and you pretty much have to tip it right over her in order to get a point. But like Cornelius just tried to do there, but Morrison right there to send it back.
So Muse does take a big swing at it. It's going to be Tarak. Already hit twice. Montclair State not able to keep up with those big hitters right now from Kean. And as that net battle starts to swing back in the other direction, this set could get away from them. There's a service ace, Kovalevsky.
Kean feeling themselves right now. 6 straight points for them, trying to keep the streak going.
They get it under control. Muse, soft touch, and what a dig from Valencia. Morrison, no chance for Hatcher.
That's just so strong. Morrison, it looked like Tarak just barely tipped it to Morrison, and then within a split second, Morrison sending it down. Hatcher not able to handle it.
In a blink of an eye, it's 18-15 Cougars. Muse, that time, able to break through.
Good sign for Montclair, able to get a little bit of a run going now, as they need to get a point back. Stop the Cougars' run, ended at 7 straight points.
Tarak off the hand of a Red Hawk. No, they'll say point Montclair State. maybe never got there.
Looked like that one just went straight into the net. Kind of bounced right back, so Montclair gets a break there.
Morrison once again with a couple of Redhawks posing in opposition to the call on the floor. Instead, a 19-17 lead for Kean. The receive from Muse. Set for Batista. Nice defense at the net by Kean. To Rock. That made its way for a point from Montclair State.
I think that one just hit the net and then
rolled its way over.
Yeah, that's really what it looked like. We saw that spin on it. I mean, seems like Kean's not arguing with the calls, so seems correct. I mean, maybe that one hit the left side of the stick on the left side of the net and then kind of just rolled this way.
A shot that defied physics. That's all I know. Chirac gonna try again. Nice job by Muse to corral it. Traska fires high. And Kean, once again, wins the race to 20 as they look to close out set number 2 here. A 2-point lead.
Getting close yet again, and Montclair, their 6th error of this second set.
Muse has to step up and drive it. They get set up. Batista the block, but goes out of bounds. And Montclair State hanging in. No big runs from Kean to open up this set since they took the lead, but still holding on to the advantage that they got from that big run earlier on. That time it was Cornelius, a great serve, but O'Brien saves it. They tried to find the Cougars scrambling with the Profio. Tarak has it blocked. Or Latino rather had it blocked. Batista, that one denied at first. Another block. Tarak, what a save from Cornelius. This rally. It's won by the Cougars.
What a volley there. I mean, back and forth, both squads making great saves there. I mean, I thought the ball was coming towards us, but Tarak able to save that one. So Cougars able to get the point.
It's only a point, but felt like a momentous one. Now Batista will try to answer. Montclair State once again down by 2. Hatcher just has to send it over. Good positioning for the Kean. And Adams just came up short.
Yeah, and something I want to point out right now, Nikki Langenhammer in the game right now has seen minimal action this season, but late into this NJAC play, maybe Craig or Thomas might be a little shaken up on the side. So Langhammer getting some action late in NJAC play.
And you see the Redhawks trying to mix things up. Nikki Langhammer, the freshman from Queens. Late set sub. Two-point advantage for Kean. And that one just goes wide. Montclair State gets the point, and they can breathe a sigh of relief with Morrison.
Montclair staying in this one now. Hatcher at the serve, able to climb back a little bit after they went down. due to a Kean 7 straight point run.
The server for Montclair State up right now, but Morrison didn't even get all of it. Cougars 2 points away from a set win. Muse, that's a big drive, and Kean handles it. She'll go again. Cornelius sets for DeProfio, diagonal, untouched and out of bounds. And it'll be set point with Kean looking to go up 2-0.
Kean looking to take a great advantage here. Go up 2-0 in this match.
Valencia serves, and it's long. Good read by Emma Hatcher. Montclair State need to rip off a couple more in a row.
It's going to take a monumental effort from the Redhawks. Like you said, need to rip off a couple. At 22 right now, as long as they can get this knotted up at 24.
Traska the serve. Morrison, it's dug out by Traska. Kept alive by the Redhawks. Kovalevsky, it's good! And Kean taking the first 2 sets here at Panzer Athletic Center. They've come ready to play, and they're a set away from the regular season championship in the NJAC.
Kean in great control right now, and a lot of momentum going. I mean, Morrison right at the net. It's impossible to stop her or even get the ball past her. She has been a force right now. She has about 8 blocks right now, and it's unbelievable to see how much of a presence she is, and she can really get up there for a lot of kills and blocks, like I said before. But Kean, like you said, in total control right now, won the first 2 sets, but Montclair has really been in both sets. They have not been out of them. They haven't been complete blowouts. First one they lost by 5 points, this one by 3. So, yeah, you're down 2 sets to none, but a couple of points that are flipped, and Montclair's up 2 sets to none.
Kaylee Elena Morrison has been the difference so far here this evening. 2-0 in terms of sets. Kean has the lead, and just to run you through the numbers, Morrison, the leader in hitting percentage in the NJAC. By the way, going up against number 2 in Brianna Craig. Mentioned earlier that'll be a very fun matchup to watch throughout the day, but Morrison still hitting .467 this evening, outdoing her average for the season. An incredible performance so far. Unbelievably efficient. 9 kills on 15 attacks. And for Montclair State now, facing a 2-0 set deficit, and with potentially home court advantage at any point throughout the playoffs on the line, a big 2 minutes here for them to try to pull something together.
It really is. They're going to really need to gain a lot of momentum. I mean, the Kean crowd showed up. They traveled the 30 minutes that it takes to get here from Union. So it's been very loud in Panzer Athletic Center for this matchup, and rightfully so for how high of a leverage game this one is. But Kean stepping up to the plate right now. They have been very dominant. Montclair hasn't gone away, though. They have been almost like a pesky younger sibling. They have been in this game, and they've been staying with Kean. But like I said before, Kean just rolling right now. Montclair, they're going to need a monumental comeback to win this match.
And to make matters worse for Montclair State, to put them further against the wall, Stockton up 2-0 over Ramapo, in which case an Osprey win and a Red Hawk loss would allow them to jump Montclair State. Maybe just as bad, William Patterson up 1-0 and looking to go up 2-0, in which case they would also jump Montclair State, and the Red Hawks would be all the way down to the number 5 seed and on the road in the quarterfinal in the first round.
Yeah, I mean, that's what Montclair feared at the beginning of this match, especially playing a high caliber team in Kean. If you go 5-3 in the NJAC, you're still sitting at the 5 seed with the way that the other teams are playing. Like we said, Stockton looking to finish it out, close it out, and get that win. And then William Patterson getting that win. That would put William Patterson at the 4 seed, and Montclair would have to go to William Patterson and play that game. But, I mean, that's not too far, 20 minutes of a drive, so not too bad for the Redhawks, but you know they'd rather be here inside Panzer Athletic Center.
And they brought the energy at least to start off. Brianna Craig, first point here in set number 3. You mentioned going on the road to William Patterson. Montclair State did that in their NJAC opener this season, lost in straight sets. The WPU Rec Center. Morrison just trying to flail at it and make something happen, does not get over the net. Redhawks have the first 2 points of this third set.
Yeah, and Riley Sherman in the game now, so Coach Sawinski really going the full length of his bench, getting everyone into this match.
That's a big time swing from Latino that finds the back corner. And even when things haven't been as smooth sailing as you would like for Ashley Tarak, you still have more hitters to step up in their place. And you see it happen there. Victoria Latino filling those shoes when needed. Cameron Muse gonna try, it's long.
Montclair, a lot of mental errors right now. Another error for them. That's 14 total on this match so far. So they really have to clean stuff up. And that's going to help for them, a service error off the serve.
Montclair State, less attacking errors than Kean there in the second set. And technically have less for the game than Kean, but they are relentless on the attack as Kovalevsky, who came into the day with 74 kills and has improved that number throughout the evening. Follows it up with an ace. My goodness.
Montclair's really got to step up now. They have fallen into a hole, and Kean, a lot of momentum. Cougars are starting to look like how they did in that first set.
And they are rolling with momentum right now. Kovalevsky, 5 kills, 9 digs, which leads the team, and 3 aces on top of it. Muse to the corner, and they say in. What a shot.
That is big for the Redhawks, and Muse kind of fit it right into that coffin corner. Able to get a point, stop the Cougar run.
Yeah, crucial for them. Try to put an end to that as you see Morrison at any given moment can make an impact. She'll go to the bench, but Kean up 6-4 here in the third.
Well, tip drill there right over that front line, and nobody behind the blockers, so Cougars get the point.
Craig didn't get all of it. It was played by a Cougar. So Redhawks will get it back over to Rock. It's through the box. And 7-4 as she starts to get back into rhythm.
Yeah, it looked like that one might have rolled along the net, but the referee up on the stands said it was touched by a Cougar, so I guess in that scenario, ball don't lie.
Tarak tried to tightrope it along that near sideline. Unable to keep it in. Montclair State gets the point. That'll be the 8th attacking error of the day for Tarak to go with their 8 kills. An even hitting percentage right now. O'Brien sets it back up for her. Good job of Cornelius and Thomas as they got a hand on it at the net. Now they try a second try for Batista, but out. And it's the net defense right now from the Cougars that is really starting to take over. It's allowed this lead to grow.
Especially when the Cougars have 3 players all above 6 foot, 6'1", 6'2", and 6'2". And they have 2 of them in right now, standing at 6'1" and 6'2". But Montclair, they don't have any players 6 feet or taller. Sophia DeProfio and Casey Traska are the 2 tallest, standing at 6 feet tall exactly. So when Kean has that significant height advantage, they're able to get those blocks, and even just the presence forces Montclair to make a bunch of errors.
Montclair State has to take a timeout. 10-5 Kean, back-to-back aces right there from Aspen O'Brien, the senior setter who was all NJAC's second team in 2024 and maybe more known for her assists, 3rd in program history in that category, but back-to-back service aces will force the Redhawks to take a timeout. They already trail by 5 here in the 3rd set with their backs to the wall.
Yeah, and O'Brien leading the NJAC in assists, 1,059 so far this season, averaging 10 assists a game. 10 assists a set. That is just unbelievable, and she's been a huge part of this team. And like you said, a senior, just been a part of this program for a long time, and she's shown her presence, trying to get the Cougars' first NJAC tournament championship since 2018.
25 assists on the day, and that's a little bit on the light side. 11 matches this season with 40 or more assists. Had a 61 ball against Salisbury. And she'll serve again out of this timeout. Hatcher had to go down to a knee to get it. And Montclair State looking a little bit more energetic now. Lily Thomas with a big burst.
Yeah, coming out of the timeout, just looking, like you said, get that energy up, get your players back in the game. Coach Sawinski just telling them kind of play loose and fun. This game's not over yet. There's still a lot more volleyball to be played.
Near side is Latino. It's blocked by both Sherman and Thomas, but never made it back over. A point to the Cougars. By the way, since we were on the topic of service aces, big discrepancy in that category. 8-1 right now in favor of Kean. And Tarak looking for another. It's dug out by Muse. Batista, they say in. Point Montclair State.
Looked like that one might have been out. I think they called that one out along the line.
Flip the call. So point to Kean. That serve is out from Tarak.
So now Montclair will get the point, but they've got to step it up right now. They have dug themselves a very deep hole in this 3rd set, especially.
Latino with a howitzer for Hatcher.
That one just way too strong. Latino taking one out of Tarak's book with the strength on that kill attempt.
Riley Sherman's going to try it, and she came up short. In this 3rd set, starting to get a little bit out of hand.
It really is. Montclair, just like I said, they're really crumbling right now. And Kean taking nearly full control.
Once again blocked. We'll try it again. 2nd attempt with Muse. Nicely defended by Kean, and Tarak just steps up from the back line. That'll be Montclair State point.
Montclair trying to close this deficit a little bit. Getting some of the young players in right now. Hatcher, the only senior in the game.
She comes up with an ace. So Montclair State does start to climb their way back into it, perhaps not out of hand just yet. Lead was as big as 7. Hatcher second in the NJAC in service aces as Morrison has it blocked. Riley Sherman fired up, as are her teammates.
And that's one way to get Montclair back in a groove a little bit. Riley Sherman, young freshman out of Everett, Washington, just trying to give this team a spark.
Redhawks have the last three. Hatcher misplayed it, but saved it and got it to Cornelius, and it's Muse making it 4 in a row. Little run from the Redhawks.
This is exactly what the Redhawks needed, and then Kean head coach going to use a timeout. Montclair going on a little bit of a run here.
Yeah, Don Perkins sensing that Montclair State starting to pull their way back into it. Well, it was ever since that out-of-hand comment. 14-7 lead for Kean at one time, now 14-11. These Cougars just 11 points away from a regular season championship. Still need to finish strong.
Looking at the size difference from that block from Sherman before. She's standing at 5'8", and that was Morrison on the kill attempt, standing at 6'2". That is a half a foot difference right there, and you don't even count in the reach from both of the players. That is a great play by Sherman, just to have the strong shoulders and the strong arms to keep that one on the opposite side, not let it go through her hands. You know, that is just an elite play there from Sherman, showing out in some late NJAC play.
And it pulls Montclair State eventually within 3 as Muse followed it up afterward with a kill. Muse's 10th kill. That's highest for Montclair State. Batista with 8, and then all the way down to Craig with 3. Hatcher with a strong serve out of this timeout. They set it for Muse, and Tarak trying to get the dig. It sails well out of bounds, and it's still Montclair State continuing where they left off.
Hatcher on the run now, 5 straight serves for her. So she's trying to keep the momentum going, keep the Redhawks hot.
Get your best server out there and you start to play. It's once again a Montclair State point. It was out along that far sideline.
Redhawks climbing back right now. This is the momentum swing that they needed.
6 in a row. Morrison played with one hand by Batista. Now Muse blocked. Morrison, big block.
That one just hung around a couple faces of some Redhawks there. It looked like Hatcher took one right to the nose, as she has a bloody nose right now, so she's going to step off real quick.
Substitution, at least for now, with Hatcher coming off, and we'll see if she wants to come back on. But wow, that is a way to halt momentum. And
looked like Hatcher tried to do her Scott Sterling impression right there.
Man.
But I mean, if she's able to come back in this game, even with the bloody nose, that is going to be an unbelievable play, and that should bring some momentum to this Redhawk squad.
I think they're going to allow time right now. Montclair State has not made a substitution, and they would love to have their senior libero on the court.
Yeah, it looks like you said, they are going to allow time right now. Let the libero come back in, do an injury-related play. But Montclair, they were able to get back in this match a little bit. They got 6 straight points off Hatcher being the server, but then right there, Morrison yet again just making her presence felt right at the net, able to send that one down, and Montclair couldn't handle it, as we saw it just rung around a little bit and unfortunately caught the face of Emma Hatcher.
That block going a long way Felt for a while there that Montclair State could do no wrong, but the gym now quiet. Everyone now sort of idle, at least for the moment. Some discussion between Eddie Stawinski and that far-sided official.
As we're going to get a quick score update on the women's soccer match. It is currently 1-0 in favor of the Red Hawks. Kylie Prendergast finally breaking 100 career points with the goal in the first half. So Montclair leads 1-0 as the second half looks like it has just begun. So the Red Hawks, the women's soccer team, looking to reach the NJAC final for the second straight year.
Exciting what's going on just down the way here at Montclair State. NJAC semi-final match. Winner will play Friday night for the NJAC title, and if it is Montclair State, it'll be on site right here on the Red Hawk Sports Network. So after the break, we have a substitution. Emma Hatcher not returning as of now. Sammy Mizak in her place, and Kean gets a quick point. Now Montclair State looking to answer. 3-point deficit right now. Muse has it handled by Valencia. They tried with Kovalevsky. It was blocked by Sherman. Sherman going to try now near side. Explosive. And she's provided a spark of energy. Doing good work at the net right now and handling that Kean presence with ease.
Great job by the freshman Sherman, bringing a spark to this Montclair squad, as Traska going to check in the game now to do the serving. So Montclair really just looking to get on a roll.
Traska comes in for Sherman. It's another Montclair State point off of it, as Kean couldn't get it over.
Seems like a little miscommunication on the Kean side. Aspen O'Brien just out of the reach.
This time O'Brien sets it for Kovalevsky. Found the opening. Crafty play.
Nice little tip drill there right over the defense. Perfect spot. So Red Hawks down by 2 now.
Mizak digs it. Infraction toward the net. And point to Kean.
Looked like a net violation there. Lucy Cornelius just tipped the net. Referee saw it, so it's going to go in favor of the Cougars.
Mishandled there. 19-15 after the ace with Kovalevsky.
Kean on a roll now.
That's her 4th.
Cougars looking to close this one out.
Another good serve. Cornelius sets for Muse. Long. Kean again to the 20-point mark. Red Hawks going to have to burn their final timeout of this third set and potentially their final of the match if they don't straighten this out.
This has been utter dominance from Kean on all ends. The way that they have been able to close out sets has been truly amazing, because Montclair gets it close. They get within a couple points, but then just the calmness of Kean, the way that they are able to not sink into the pressure. And as the saying goes, pressure makes diamonds. Well, they're shining bright on Kean's side right now.
Montclair State with 7 attack errors to give points to the Cougars as well here in this third set. Already being outkilled. Doing themselves no favors. And, well, I would like to think that Kean feels as though they're in control, but we just saw Montclair State erase a 7-point deficit from before. Now, most likely if they want to host a first-round matchup, not only will they have to overcome another 5-point deficit, but that'll be just the first set win for them. They'll have to take another 2 after this.
Yeah, it's going to take a lot right now as they are down by 5 in this third set.
Batista just has to bump it over. Point Montclair State as Morrison came crashing in. I think Craig got a hand on it right at the net. It was blown dead before the ball hit the ground.
The start Montclair needs, and now with Muse doing the serving, this is exactly who they want.
Tarak. And two Red Hawks in the same area, Mizak and Muse. Bit of a miscommunication.
And that's exactly who Kean wants. Getting their points for him. Ashley Tarak just so strong, especially on that outside hitter position, able to get those kills.
Good serve from Dohan. Furious effort to even keep it alive for the Red Hawks. Down 21-16. Traska steps up, but knocked down at the net. These raucous Kean fans understand that they're on the brink.
Absolutely. Aubrey Adams standing in there at 6'2". Another tall presence for the Cougars. Doing her best Morrison impression.
And the Red Hawks do indeed get the point there. They'll get Hayden Newhouse and Lily Thomas back onto the court for Craig and Mizak. And Newhouse gonna serve one of her specialties. Red Hawks looking to climb back into it. They trail by 5, already down 2-0 in sets. O'Brien, sneaky play to get it over.
Swipe or no swiping? She got that one. I mean, that was just, like you said, sneaky right there. The little tip over, right over that front line at the net. So Kean within 2 points now.
Tip to the net. And point for Montclair State. Not match point just yet. They needing 2 for the regular season conference title.
Cornelia serving. This is someone who Montclair trusts.
Kean handles it well. Tarak fires and out.
That one right on the brink. Line judge says it was out. I mean, he was right there. Has a good angle of it, so. Red Hawks still in this one, looking to climb back.
They trail by 4. And there's an ace from Cornelius. Line drive serve. You get the point there. You made the point just a few moments ago, Tyler. One of the better servers here for the Red Hawks. They feel confident in this scenario.
I believe this is who Coach Stawinski really trusts the most, the freshman Cornelius and her presence.
Ball rolled its way over. Tarak has it blocked. Kept alive. Latino. Thomas. It got over. And they continue to storm back. Deficit now down to 2.
Getting dicey, Montclair. Like I said, that pesky little sibling not going away, staying in this one.
O'Brien sets it for Adams. Didn't get a ton on the tap. Batista, a healthy swing that's blocked. Tries it again. Gets through the blockade. And it's a 1-point third set.
Red Hawks still in it, not going away quite yet. And Don Perkins, a smart timeout right here. Try to halt the Montclair run. But I mean, Cornelius, 5 straight points right now. She has been on a roll serving. I mean, with the energy of this third set right now, you would think that it's the 5th set.
And you have to admire this effort from Montclair State regardless. They know the circumstances and they understand that a loss Could mean they're playing their final conference game of the season on this floor. Yet they continue to fight. And really with nothing to lose, facing a big deficit late in the third set, pulling together a nice run. They've still got to close out now, trailing by a point. They've got to finish all the way through if they want to keep it alive.
Yeah, I mean, Kean, it kind of seems like they need to just gain some momentum. Even if you're Kean, if you lose this third set, it's not the end of the world. You still have 2 more sets to win it. But Montclair, it's do or die right now. They need to get this set. They need to finish it out, complete the comeback. And with the way it's been rolling, Cornelius at the helm right now. Only a freshman, but wants to keep this Montclair streak alive.
Don Perkins has found the perfect time to call timeouts all day long. Final one of the set for the Cougars. Can they come out of this with some energy and get it to match point? Batista had it blocked. And it is indeed going to be match point. It'll be the NJAC regular season point.
Ashley Turok doing the serving now, exactly who Cougars want.
Still alive for now.
Bautista possibly the next best server for the Redhawks.
She lofts one over. It's handled by Kean. Latino. There's a block at the net. Cornelius will set it for Muse. Not the best look for Tarak. Newhouse. It will have to be bumped. Muse again. That's it! And Kean will have the 1 seed. The NJAC tournament runs through Union.
What a match we had here. I mean, both squads just unbelievable efforts. Redhawks kept inching closer and closer, not able to win as they lose in straight sets, but possibly with how the other matches turn out, Montclair could drop down to the 5th seed. If they do, just look at the difference. Kean, the 1 seed, Montclair, the 5th seed. Basically even. Montclair only lost this entire match by a total of 10 points. 10-point difference this entire match between both squads. That shows how close the entire NJAC is and how any team can really take it.
Montclair State, barring comebacks from Rutgers Newark and NJCU, will likely find themselves on the road in the first round of the NJAC tournament, something that seemed impossible. Stockton, we have a final. William Patterson, we have a final. And so that means it is official that the Redhawks have fallen to the number 5 seed. They'll be on the road against William Patterson in the first round of the NJAC tournament, whereas Stockton will await a winner, Kean will await a winner, and they can kick their feet up early next week in the quarterfinal.
Yeah, I mean, unbelievable effort from Kean just all around. The way that they were able to finish each set shows how dominant they are. And then for Montclair, yeah, it stinks. You went from the 3 seed to the 5 seed. You had an unbelievable season, end your 7-game win streak. But hey, you have a tri-match this weekend. Finish that out strong, and then if you want to prove that you're one of the best teams, it shouldn't matter where you have to play.